Hi everyone, I'm Josic Thepaut, VP Americas at Kerlink. Today we're going to talk about the path to massive IoT adoption using zero-touch provisioning. First, I would like to thank the TTI, the Sing industry, giving us the opportunity to present today's unique feature. Okay, few words about Kerlink just to start. So we are a pure IoT player with 18 years IoT experience. We are a global company, headquarters in France, subsidiaries in the US, Japan, Singapore, and India. We are founding members of the LoRa Alliance. So we are pushing the LoRa and LoRaWAN since the beginning. We got the first industrialized gateway back in 2016. We are provider of end-to-end carrier-grade IoT connectivity. So we provide network infrastructure for private, public, and end-to-end solution provider. We have a proven track record of worldwide deployments, more than 200,000 installations, present in more than 70 countries across more than 350 customers. The verticals that we address with our partners and customers are the following: smart agriculture and environment, smart building and industry, so that includes real estate, predictive maintenance, asset tracking, and smart cities and quality of life, including smart lighting, urban operation, and smart metering. To address these verticals, we have partner programs, so mainly two partner programs, one which are distributors, so we have more than 50 sales channels around the world, and the other one is business partner program, company with whom we partner to bring an end-to-end solution or a turnkey project. Part of them, the Sing industry. All right, so let's go in the provisioning phase. Maybe a quick refresh here about the architecture of LoRaWAN networks. So you can see here on the left, you get all your sensors on the field. Can be GPS tracker, meters, air quality sensors, soil moisture sensors. So everything here is on the field talking to gateways through LoRa radio and LoRaWAN protocol. The gateways then receive messages and gonna communicate with the LoRa network server through the backhaul. So backhaul can be whatever you have available, can be satellite, cellular, Wi-Fi, Ethernet, point-to-point, what you have available on site. Then the LoRaWAN network is in charge of the LoRaWAN protocol, security keys, and as well in charge of routing the messaging to the right application server, or you can call it IoT platform, IoT dashboard. And as you can see here, the gateways are right in the middle. And at one point, this gateway needs to be configured with your network server to make the dialogue available. So how to make LoRaWAN network deployment easier and faster? How you go from this picture on the left side with all your gateways in your warehouse, in your stock, going as fast as possible, ready on the pole, on the rooftop, or anywhere you want to deploy the gateway. All right, so we get feedback from our customers. So mainly the main question were, okay, how can I save time and operational cost? How can I reduce the risk due to human error in the manual provisioning, manual configuration? How can I reduce the complexity of the configuration? And mainly, how can I scale? So our proposal to that was, okay, let's make the provisioning easier with a fully automated and secure process. Let's simplify the configuration. So we have developed a way to push configuration without any programming. And let's, I think the most important, maximize customer experience with gateway ready to be deployed out of the box. So back in 2019, actually, we start to develop what we call at Kerlink the Magic Link. So the Magic Link is a link that you apply on gateways, and we contact our provisioning server, and then from this provisioning server, you're going to receive all the parameters. So the beauty of this link, actually, this is a unique link that you can apply to many, many gateways. So if you want to apply the same configuration on 100 or 1,000 gateways, you're going to use the same link. So this link actually will help you to do many things. So clearly, getting the last firmware update, configuring your gateway with the right LoRaWAN regional parameter. So here in the US, we're going to use US 915. Select as well the correct radio plan if you use an 8-channel gateway, so we need to configure the right channel plan, and as well to configure the forwarder, so the packet forwarder, to point the gateway to the right LNS. We can do as well other stuff like OpenVPN configuration, backhaul configuration, especially for APN provisioning, or any script that any customer want to put on the gateway. As of today, we get 3 methods, 3 manners to manage that. So the first one is SSH. So you receive the link, you copy-paste the link through SSH. So this is one by one. This is not scalable at all. That takes time, so it's not ideal for massive adoption. Second one is local web interface. So you drag and drop a file. So the same, you need to connect to the local interface of your gateway and to do that one by one. Last one was USB stick. We provide like a script that you put on the USB key, you power the gateway, you plug the USB, and it will be done by itself. But in 2023, actually, the new method that we have is a zero-touch provisioning. So here, this is 100% automatic. The only thing that you require is power and internet. And this process will be triggered at the first boot of the gateway. So this is here clearly the full plug and play. So open the box, power on, brew a coffee, and beam. You come back, it's online, ready to take messages. So let's see here very quick the details. Okay, so this is a 3-step process, but for the customer, for the user, this is actually 1-step process because all the steps here are fully transparent to the final user. So the first step, I told you this is a secure process. So the first step is to make sure that the gateway is allowed to follow the process. So our gateways, when they are on the factory line, so on production line, we burn a private key inside the gateway. And when we're going to boot the gateway, actually our authentication server will allow or not to go to the next step. So here, this is very important. We want to make sure that this gateway is allowed to run the ZTP. Second step, this is what I explained before. So clearly, this is the ZTP execution. So the gateway will download the magic link from our server and will execute the magic link. So basically, we'll do the firmware upgrade, configuration of the regional parameters, any APN, any specific script that the customer wants. And the last one is actually the gateway. Once the gateway is fully configured, the thing is that the gateway will self-register itself in your preferred TTI console. So here as well, you don't have to create the gateway in the TTI backend. The gateway will do it by itself. So no need to log in your Things Network for provisioning. And the Things Network server will provide the credential for authentication that will as well provide some information for the basic station and the CUPS configuration. So how long does it take? I mean, 30 seconds to boot, then you download the magic link, depending on your backhaul, but I mean, like few seconds as well. Then we execute the firmware upgrade, the configuration, or any customization if applicable. But more or less, in less than 5 minutes, just powering your gateway will be ready to take messages. So this is clearly a must-have for the massive adoption. We cannot spend time to configure gateways one by one. This is clearly not scalable. I show you here, we have a new gateway. This is the iZepto Cellular. This gateway is coming with eSIM pre-configured inside. So basically, here the idea is to ship this gateway to the final installation site. We don't need to have any technical crew. You just power the gateway, we'll trigger the ZTP at the first boot, we'll configure everything for you, and then you are good to go. So if you want as well to learn more about our new coming features, the zero-touch maintenance, so this is a feature that we're going to release in the next 2 months. This is a capability for customers to opt in for automatic firmware upgrade or specific upgrade or configuration upgrade. But the idea clearly is to have the gateway triggering everything and do not worry about how to update, how to configure, or how to to change parameters. Here it is. Thank you very much. If you have any question,